Good morning and welcome to Brewing Happiness on location again on my patio. And here we are, Thanksgiving week. So grab a cup of your favorite brew and we're going to talk about gratitude. Do you have a gratitude practice? It's easy to say I'm grateful. I try to be grateful all the time. I'm really a grateful person. But do you have a discipline? Do you have a practice? That's what we're going to talk about today. If you're here on the replay, thanks for joining me. Leave me a note. I'd love to know that you stopped by. But this is Brewing Happiness, where we each share a cup of our favorite coffee, tea, cocoa, and you have a little chat in the morning because one positive thought can start your day off on a great footing, right? And today, well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so and I'm not going to be here tomorrow. No show tomorrow, but just wanted to say Thanksgiving, right? Here we are. And what is Thanksgiving? It's all about gratitude. It is all about gratefulness. It is an entire holiday dedicated to being grateful. And I'm so happy for that. I love Thanksgiving. I don't even love turkey that much, but I love Thanksgiving. I love the whole family getting together without the pressure of gifts or too many traditions where we just sit and eat and laugh. At my family, I don't know about yours, we don't watch much football, but we usually play games and it's a roaring good time. So Thanksgiving is the time for gratitude, the time to remind us that we are grateful for all the blessings in our life, a day to come together and be grateful for well, here in America, right, it's our Thanksgiving. Be grateful for our country, grateful for those that came before us, those that made the beautiful lives that we lead possible. And gratitude is just about remembering right? Just taking a moment, acknowledging and honoring all who have come before you to offer up the beautiful life that you have. And when you start thinking about it, it wasn't just the pilgrims, right? And the Indians that had Thanksgiving. It was the forefathers who built this great country. It was your parents and your ancestors who built the family and who sent a legacy to you. So we all have the legs of gratitude, right? But what I wanted to talk about today was gratitude practice. Easy to say you're grateful. Easy to say, I say grace every night, I'm grateful. But a gratitude practice where you are assigning or you are scheduling time, you are taking time out of your busy day. We're all busy, right? You're taking a few moments scheduled in your busy day to literally focus on gratitude. It's a simple practice. There's a couple ways you can do it. Maybe you got a journal. Maybe you love a gratitude journal. And so every morning or every night, you just take the pen and write down a couple of things that you're grateful for. Just check in. For me, my gratitude journal is a list. And I read it every day and I try to add something to it each day. And sure, there's repeats because I'm grateful for the same things over and over again. So yes, there's repeats, but I try to think of new things. And as the list grows and grows and grows, I just realize every day how my blessings have grown and grown and grown. So that's one thing, a gratitude journal. You can just get a blank notebook. You can get a yellow lined piece of paper. You can get a beautiful gratitude journal all printed up, gratitude, all kinds of ways to remind you how to be grateful. It's up to you, but do something, right? Another thing you can do is I've just done this. There are a lot of gratitude apps out there. Everybody has a phone. We got our phone in our hands all the time. We live and die by what the phone says, right? But there's apps out there. Happify is one, and Gratitude Journal is another that you can literally on your phone just take 2 seconds. Type in 3 things you're grateful for. A little reminder will come up too. You said it 2-3 times a day. What's your gratitude rate, right? You said it, and then a couple times a day you take literally 10 seconds. Maybe you're gonna splurge and spend 30 seconds, but you're gonna quickly type down 3 things. And again, it's a list. You go back and review it. It's always there, reminding you of those blessings in your life. Maybe you just set a timer. Maybe for you, it's just setting a timer a couple times a day, and in that timer, you set some time aside to go inward, to offer up thanks, to join in union with your source, to connect with the divine, and just Be thankful and grateful and happy for all we have. Science tells us, science and so many studies have shown us that what we focus on is what we get more of, right? Whatever you think, my man likes to say, what you think about, you bring about. I like to say is what you look for is what you'll find, right? Gratitude is finding the goodness in your life and remembering it and being so awesomely happy about it. Well, we don't have room for unhappiness, right? Happiness studies show over and over and over again, I cannot stress this enough. Happiness studies show over and over and over again that the number one element of happiness is gratitude. If you're not already happy for what you have, then how are you gonna, then you're not gonna expand on that. When you focus on what you want, what you need, what you don't have, when you put your attention on the gaps in your life or the what you think you want and is not available to you at this time, the message you're sending is I want. And so the message to the universe is want. It's need, it's gap, it's lack. I want lack. I want. When you say to the universe, to God, to yourself, declare it to the world around you that you are appreciative, that you acknowledge, again, all those that went before you that brought you to the beautiful life that you have today. All of the blessings that have come your way, even if you've worked for them, right? Even if you've worked for them, somebody helped you. Even if you worked for them, some situation was there that allowed you to work for them to have. There's so much to be grateful in our lives. I'm grateful today for this beautiful day, for my family visiting, for my dirty house that's going to get so much dirtier when the whole family descends on it. That's all right, right? Because when we focus on what's great about our lives, we see that we see those blessings, we see the things we have, we see the moments that make us happy, and that gives us the confidence to go out and build on those moments that maybe aren't where we want, or go out and fight for and pursue the things for the pursuit of happiness, pursue those things we want to bring into our lives that maybe just aren't there yet. But pursuing happiness, being grateful for what you have, and working diligently to design the life of your dreams. This is subtle, but it's different than trying to think about what you don't have and what you want and what is missing in your life, right? Because then you're focusing on the lack, the want, the gap. And that's all that everyone hears. That's what your subconscious hears. I want. I enjoy this state of wanting. I'm going to stay in this state of lack. That's what the unconscious hears. Because remember, your subconscious. Remember, this is a really important piece of brain science that I learned recently. I've known it a long time, but it got verified through some studies. I don't have the data in front of me, right? But it got verified in studies that said that when you what you think about in your mind, what you add detail, movement, color, and emotion to in your thoughts, right? The more and the more intensely that those things happen, when you're imagining skiing down the mountain, or standing up in front of the audience to do your first stand-up, or whatever it is, and you see yourself successfully completed in your mind, your brain doesn't know the difference of whether that happened in reality or just a really nice movie that you're playing up here, right? And of course, nothing in this world, nothing happens one time. You don't go to the gym one day and get a six-pack. That's not the way it works, right? But when you create the practice of running that movie in your mind, of that positive ending, or that successful ending, or that you're overcoming your fear, or whatever it is that you're thinking about, when you're playing those movies in your mind, you're training your brain to say, hey, this is the way this is going to go. Hey, I've been here before. I can do this, right? So when you get on the top of the ski slope and and you've skied the mountain successfully in your brain 100 times, your brain, your body, your brain just works together and says, okay, we got this. We can do this. We know this game. They don't know that 100 times you went down the mountain was in your brain if you've done it right, if you've infused it with truly focus and emotion. So where am I going with all this? Focusing on your brain, making a movie to bring about, see, gratitude is about making sure that in those movies that you're playing in your brain, you're grateful and happy and thankful for all the blessings, for all the goodness, for all the breaks, for all the luck, for everything that's good in your life, right? And then if your movies are about you needing things or wanting things, and that's what you're bringing about, right? What you think about, you bring about. And again, your brain doesn't know the difference. So if in your movie, if in your brain, the thoughts are all about things you don't have or things you want or things you wish you could have, then your brain is registering that it's not happening. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make any sense, but the bottom line is gratitude is the name of the game. Gratitude keeps you centered. It keeps you humble. It keeps you confident. It gives you the courage to be kind. It gives you the courage to bring other people along in your happy spirit. And it all starts with gratitude. It doesn't matter. I've read 100 studies on happiness, on being happier, on bringing happiness into your lives. I literally have read over 100 studies on happiness, and I will guarantee you that on every single one, being grateful and checking in and acknowledging the blessings in your life, acknowledging the beauties, acknowledging the gifts, acknowledging the things you have, is on every single list. In fact, it's on the top of almost every list. There are a bunch of commonalities. You gotta connect with something bigger than yourself. You need a purpose in life. You need to be giving and serving, right? You need to stay positive and stay focused on what's good. You need to have a great amount of respect and love for yourself. And we can add on to that. You gotta move your body, right? You gotta get out and move your body. You gotta get out in nature. These are all the elements of happiness. These are the things that you see over and over and over on the list of how to get happy. You need to reach out to other people and create good connections, be kind and loving so that you're and create meaningful human interactions in your life. These are the elements, these are the basics of happiness. Truth is, all of these elements, almost everyone, start with gratitude. It is like the superfood. It is like a super vitamin to your mental health. Gratitude is a superpower, or I love the word super this morning, right? But a gratitude is a turbocharge to your mental health, to your self acceptance, to your self-care, to your loving your life, to your loving yourself, to your having enough love that it spills out over you and your cup runneth over and you're extending love and kindness, forgiveness, and joy. Let's just get down to the brass tacks, right? And joy to everyone around you. That's my goal for you. And that's the purpose of this show, Brewing Happiness, is to share as a little alchemy, right? We're going to brew some happiness. We're going to create some happiness. And then we're going to spread it around, because that's who I hope I'm talking to, right? Those who want to bring more happiness into their own lives, but also want that to be able to bring it to others. When you are focused on lack, on negatives, when you're not building yourself up and building those around you up, when your cup is not running over, then the resources are moving the other way, right? Then you're requiring others to help you. You're looking for help to get to that place where you feel good. And that's what I'm here for. That's my point here, is to tell you this is how you're going to do it. You're going to do it by feeling, maybe you're in that place, that little deficit. Maybe you're not feeling like your cup runneth over, but you're feeling like your cup is empty and you're very, very thirsty. And I'm going to tell you, no matter your situation, no matter, it's going to start with gratitude. It's going to start with something to be grateful for. And start with grateful that you woke up this morning. You got up this morning and you're breathing. Chances are you got someplace to go today. Maybe you're going to get in your car and go somewhere. All right, you're already wealthier than 99% of the people in the whole world. You're going to call a loved one today and have a conversation because you're going to be so grateful that you have a loved one to call. Blessings are all around us. Is your heart beating? Is there food on the table this morning? Do you have something to look forward to tomorrow? Start there. Did your bed feel really cozy and warm this morning and you didn't want to get up? Oh, so grateful for a warm, cozy bed. Did you have a cup of coffee waiting for you when you got up? So grateful to have a coffee maker that just spits out warm coffee for me every single morning. So grateful for my man who gets up and makes my coffee early when I'm getting ready for my show. So grateful that the sun is shining today and the weather's going to be beautiful on Thanksgiving. So we're going to eat our Thanksgiving dinner outside. It's easy to make a gratitude list because beautiful and wonderful things are happening all around you. Things aren't going well. Sometimes life is not our friend, right? Sometimes we are not in our favorite place in our life. And that's a hard place to be. And I've been there. We all have. Everybody has those times when you're like, gratitude. Are you kidding me? I got nothing to be grateful for. I can't even believe I have to do this again. I've been there. Start small. I'm breathing. My dad used to say every day of his life, he'd say, getting old as hell, but it's not so bad when you consider the alternative. Not getting old. Getting older. Getting little creaks and bumps and maybe not as have the vitality and energy that we used to have when we were young. Oh my God, I'm so grateful that I'm still alive. I'm so grateful that I'm still walking around, that I still have my faculties, that I still get to have a life and build on it and create things. And there's still things I haven't done, still things you haven't done, still things you want to do. Be grateful that you're gonna get the chance to do those things, right? Grateful that one more beautiful day, another beautiful day. I have a very dear friend. She and her husband went through some horrific health issues years ago. Good news is they both survived, recovered, and thriving, wonderful people. And in the midst of them both going through huge, huge health issues, their saying became, it's another beautiful day. Because they could be, at that moment, they had lived through something so horrific that they were in a position to, well, they could not help but be grateful for every additional day on earth. And that's where we start, right? Thank you for another beautiful day. What important work can I do today? What love can I spread? What smiles can I share? Focus on that. Focus on the beauty in your life and your opportunities to share love and happiness. And I guarantee you, happiness is yours. It's really that simple. So that's our show for today. I'm Tina Ann, the Queen of Happiness, here to bring you little tips and tricks on how to live a happier you, happier today, happier every day, because that's my goal for you. Anyway, until tomorrow, well, I won't be here tomorrow. Actually, I'm taking the day off tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving, but I'll be here Friday. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. I'm so grateful to have this platform, this opportunity to share the things that are in my heart and that I feel compelled to put into words and spew into the world. Gratitude. The name of the game, my friends. Anyway, until tomorrow, make it a happy day.